Hello. I was thinking that if we're going to be tapping together, it would probably be a good idea for me to teach you the tapping points first, because not everybody who's going to be joining the group will have prior experience with tapping. So the tapping points are just acupressure points on our body that we tap on, kind of like this. Different practitioners start at different points in the cycle. And there are some points that everybody uses and some points that only get used sometimes, but I will teach you the basics today. And I'm going to take my glasses off. I normally tap with my glasses on because I would like to be able to see my clients and everything gets blurry, but you'll probably be able to see it better if I don't have them on my face. So I usually start with the one at the very top of the head. It's like right in the middle there. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. And then the next one is the eyebrow point. So if you imagine like a skull and you see where the eye sockets were in the skull, the next 3 points are all going to be on the edge of that bone, on the edge of that hole. So the first one is at the end of your eyebrow, right there. Tap, tap, tap. The second one is at the outside edge of the eye, but still on the edge of the bone. So it's not on the temple, it's on the edge of the bone there. There we go. And the third one is right underneath the middle of your eye, also on the edge of the bone. There you go. And you can tap on those with both fingers, with both hands on both sides, or just one. It all works, whatever you like to do. Then the next one is between the nose and the upper lip in that groove there. There we go. Then there is one between your lower lip and the chin in the deepest point of that groove. There. The next one is the collarbone point. So you need to find your collarbone, which is that bone there that goes sort of sideways there. And there's your sternum, and it's sort of in a little groove, sort of a little bit underneath your collarbone and a little bit over from your sternum. And if you're like me, usually if you kind of feel around, there's a little bit of a dip there, and you can feel that, and B, a lot of the time it's actually sore. So you can tell when you've hit the right point where, ouch, yep, there, ouch. There you go. But you don't tap hard enough for it to actually be sore. That's just to locate it. Okay. Then the next one we use is under the arm. So it's just about 4 fingers underneath your armpit, about there. If you're a person who wears bras, mid-bra line works quite well for that one. And again, this one for me is usually quite sore, so I always know where it is. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. And that's the basic cycle of the tapping point. So top of the head, eyebrow point, side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, under the lower lip, collarbone point, and under the arm. And that's the typical round we do. There are more points that we use for different purposes at different times, and I can show you them some other time. But that's it for today. See you soon tapping. Bye.